A lot of feelings and memories are flowing at the moment. My dad counts you as a blessing, and I miss you, puppy. Understand that their emotions got the best of them. In the history of the National Football League, these are the 10 most tragic moments. In all honesty, I was simply feeling like a failure, Tyler Goodson stated after disappointing his entire team. With the ball on the 20-yard line and a 6-point deficit, your team faces 4th and 1. This is a scene that every child has imagined while playing catch in the backyard. What happens, though, when their vision of being the hero and scoring the game-winning play turns into a nightmare? Excellent decision. They're in a wonderful position. If Moo were to lay that down a bit more. Goodson, who was attempting to make a change, missed a catchable ball. This is what transpired as a pass fell to the floor from Bro's grasp. After the game, Homie was obviously upset and said that the Colts would never let anything similar happen again. The setback also eliminated them from postseason chances. Oh my goodness. It's heartbreaking to witness a player's depression. But what happens when the head coach starts to cry after suffering a crushing defeat? It is difficult to watch your guys give their all and then lose in that manner. The first 11 games of head coach Dan Campbell's stint in Detroit were abysmal, as the team went winless. The Lions didn't have a great season overall, but they were competitive in the majority of games and lost some close ones. However, during a particularly crushing loss in Week 5, when the Lions were in complete control of the game and trailed by only a field goal at the end, Campbell simply had to let it all out. He broke down in tears at the post-game platform, expressing his belief that the club will emerge stronger as a result. Since the Lions are once again serious NFC contenders, his statement has stood the test of time. What happens then when the moment becomes so tragic that some supporters even wish an NFL player had died? With 5 Super Bowl appearances and no rings, the Bills must have the most heartbreaking losing moments of any club. The whole thing started in the early 1990s, when Scott Norwood failed to convert a 47-yard field goal attempt in the final seconds of Super Bowl 25. The Bills have gone through this before, and it hasn't gotten any better as of late. They've lost in the playoffs to the Chiefs year after year. In contrast, the Bills Mafia was certain that 2024 would be their year, and the divisional playoff matchup with the Chiefs was a nail-biter. Tyler Bass' legs, though, were the Achilles heel that would decide the Bills' season and, by extension, the careers of a number of players. The ball was snapped, and it was good. Then it was thrown down, and the kick was up, and it was bad. Wide right. Field goal attempt by the Bills was wide to the right. There is jubilation on the Chiefs' sideline, with 1:43 remaining. Buffalo must be carrying Scott Norwood's legacy with them, because kicker Tyler Bass missed a field goal attempt from nearly the same distance, 44 yards, that would have forced OT in their AFC divisional game against the Chiefs. It would be an understatement to claim that the Bills fans were crushed. The entire city was astounded. The 27-year-old place kicker Tyler Bass took a beating after the loss. Some fans even threatened his life and deleted all of his social media accounts in an effort to silence him. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to talk to you anyway because, seriously, I want us to win the Super Bowl. The kicker's favorite charity, the 10 Lives Club Animal Shelter, received thousands of dollars after word got out about this because people had his back. While it's commendable to rescue kittens, what happens when an NFL player has to save a life due to an Uber cancellation and the person being saved is on fire? Following a night out with his friends, KJ booked an Uber, only for it to be canceled. By the time the second one came to get him, they were seemingly cruising along the highway as usual. But then they witnessed something completely out of the ordinary. A burning automobile that had just slammed into a concrete pillar. The Uber driver halted, and he and Osborne jumped out and dashed toward the scene of the accident to assess the situation. It was at that moment that Osborne, his Uber driver, and two other emergency personnel discovered the driver was still inside the wrecked car.